Hey guys, and welcome back to Bloodborne. My name is Rob. What do we got here? There's the wave. Yeah. So coming back up out of that pit, where we encountered some nasty werewolves and rats and things. I call everything a werewolf. Those really weren't werewolves. These are werewolves. Those things with the sticks and the torches and all that, beasts, I guess? I don't know. So I'm going to try to get one of their attention without getting both of them up here. But if I do happen to aggro both of them, I know which way I want to try to escape to. I just don't know if it's going to go well if I try to get there. Okay, got one. Alright, they got some quick attacks. That one you can parry if you don't screw it up. Or you can just stay behind them. Literally just stay behind these guys and you'll be fine. Oh, unless they double team you. Okay, plan B. Plan B. Let my stamina recharge a little bit. See how fast it recharges? Isn't that great? I think it's great. Hey! Old man. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson? Okay, let me deal with you so you'll stop. Get off of my butt. Well, did the werewolves not chase me? I can't take two of them at a time at this level. Only if I've upgraded my weapon. Okay, so I got past them and I jumped down one of the paths. This one leads down to... Aha, here we go. I'm going to come through here and open up a shortcut. This is where the torch will come in handy. There's people hiding in here. Don't trust anyone in Bloodborne. Especially people in wheelchairs. Look at that. Grandpa was just waiting and he just knew he had me.
He'll never suspect a thing. He'll never guess I was hiding a musket under my blanket.
Except I've played Bloodborne before, and I know you can't even trust Grandpa. I can't understand half of what these guys say. I understand, like, beast, you're not wanted here. And they calls me like an equestrian rat or something, I don't know. So, now, I'm on the other side of the werewolves. I jumped down there and came back up here. But before I go to that first boss, I'm gonna do a little exploring. I want to get the saw cleaver, not the saw cleaver, the saw spear fairly soon, and I think I go. Let me see here. Okay, I'm back on this side. I can come down here and fight these giants. Whew! Gotta watch that. They like to act all slow and sluggish, but they can pull some tricks out. Pretty sure these guys mostly drop blood vials. There we go. Big slow enemies like this are usually much easier to parry than like just regular enemies. That's why you're not going to see me parrying regular enemies much. This is eventually going to be a shortcut. We can't do anything with it right now. Let's see. Now I'm back here. I'm going to keep going this way. Yeah, here we go. Don't trust these dogs even if they're in cages. But you suck that. Get down, dog. The people I hear laughing in the distance, they're laughing in such a way it almost sounds painful. Bop. Cold Blood Dew, that's basically like soul items. Soul of a lost undead, soul of a nameless soldier, yada yada. You use it, you consume it, and it gives you blood echoes. I thought I saw an item there. Okay. Whee! Oh, excuse me. Yep, this is where I want to go.
You're a hunter, aren't you? Then, well, do you know of any safe places? I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you hunters got off your arses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear?
Hey, I just showed up. I don't even know what's going on.
Are you going to tell me you're not?
No.
Yeah, I should have known. You're good for nothing. No respect for the elderly is what that is. That little good you outsiders do. Go on, admit it. You think we're all mad, don't you? Well, go and stop it. I know all your tricks.
Yeah. So Granny's not very happy at current circumstances, and who can blame her? So this is the area where I'm going to get the saw spear, which is probably going to be my main weapon for a while, with the axe being kind of a secondary. I'm going to come up here on level ground. There we go. And visceral attacks are so brutal looking, like you just shove your fist into a monster's, you know, freaking abdomen and rip their guts plumb out. It's something. Bloodborne is so violent. Let's see. Yeah, I need to get this one down. Oh, that missed. There we go. That's one item, and the other item. One of these items that's hanging is saw spear. I can't remember which one it is. Well, can't free aim yet. I don't have the binocular. There we go. Yeah, I'll end up getting both of them though. So let's see, where else can I go over here? And all kinds of racket. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to talk to one of the first NPCs we can encounter.
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight,
I know, right?
of all nights,
It's just my luck.
here to welcome the new hunter.
Bold hunter's marks are like homeward bones.
Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now. Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts? No matter. Without fear in our hearts, We're little different from the beasts themselves.
You get a gesture, shake off cape.
What are you still doing here?
I don't know.
Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
A hunter must hunt.
What are you... A hunter?
Whenever the voice actors give a character a vaguely Scottish accent, you know that character is going to be a badass. As is Eileen the Crow, as she is known. Or maybe she's just Eileen, I don't know. I think she's Eileen the Crow. Alright, just gonna drop down here. Took a little fall damage, not a big deal. And we're just gonna slowly walk up to this guy who's not paying any attention, and wham! Yeah. The criticals you get with the backstab type of attack, since you have to charge up to even get them in the first place, they always end up doing more damage than a parry will do. They're also harder to get in this game. Alright, let's see. I know there's another one up here. There he is, just to the left. Hello. Getting plenty of bloodstone shards. I'm going to be able to upgrade my weapon, which is very nice. Which one is the saw spear? Yeah. I'll just climb back up and get whatever, you know. There we go. Got it. Oof! I didn't know you were there. You spooked me. Alright. Difference between the saw spear and the saw cleaver is slightly different moveset and the looks. To me, the saw spear just looks cooler, and I like that it has a stabby move on its transformed attack. But otherwise, they're almost exactly the same. Using one versus the other is not, you know... People, you know, there would be players who would argue with me, but I don't think there's that big of a difference. Then again, that might just be from my own ignorance, but hey. I like this. It's just another thing that divides people into camps who want to be maybe a little elitist about which one they think is better. But they're both really good weapons. That item I picked up, Madman's Knowledge. Let's actually read that, because Madman's Knowledge is somewhat important in this game. Skull of a madman touched by the wisdom of the Great Ones. See that in capital letters. Used to gain insight, which is similar to the concept of having like humanity, except it does even more like crazy things than humanity does. Making contact with eldritch wisdom is a blessing, for even if it drives one mad, it allows one to serve a grander purpose for posterity. So a lot of times, the more insight you have, it can make the game harder if you have just a whole lot. So it's generally a good idea to have some in your counter. You'll notice that to the top right, I've got my blood echoes, which are like my souls, and under that is my insight. It's good to have a little insight, but not too much. With very high insight, enemies get stronger. You start seeing more crazy stuff happen. Generally, bosses are a lot harder with higher insight. Whoa! Oh goodness. Got somebody shooting at me and then I've got this dude. You just try that again. Oops. Oh, goodness. You just knocked me up in the air like a golf ball. Whew. I'm pressing L2 when I'm trying to press L1. The transformed attacks with the saw cleaver and the saw spear, R1, L1, L1, you just keep pushing L1 after that first R1. Those do a lot of damage. They especially do damage to beast type enemies. So really, if you wanted to, you could just pick the saw cleaver at the beginning. It would get you through the game just fine. And really the axe would too. Look how fast this thing is. And in Bloodborne, on different weapons, there's a lot of hidden like crit modifiers. And you can pretty much look at a weapon, and if it has like jagged teeth, like the saw weapons, then that always does extra damage to beasts. Alright, let's see. I want to go up here first. Long ladder. Trying to remember exactly where this is. Okay, yeah, I know where I'm at now. Very mean bird. They were guarding some madman's knowledge. Alright. Something, he said something about a sister, I think. Let me listen for that again. Well, either way, he needs to die.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool me to open this door. Heavens, the depths of depravity.
I'll show you depravity. Hear those chimes again? Heard them a while ago. And this is where they're coming from.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? Maybe it's through look for my mum. Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him. But now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared. Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box. It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it. My mum wears it's so big and beautiful. Oh, and if you please.
Alright. So let's open up this shortcut. Yeah, we'll do her quest line. Which ends up being pretty darn sad. told. Yeah, in Bloodborne, there's not really, the happy endings aren't really a thing. Let's see, okay. So where does that go back to? I'm trying to think. I could go back to the Hunter's Dream and use these blood echoes, but I think I'll be okay, honestly. Let's see, I've got 18 blood vials, 9 quicksilver bullets. How long have I been recording? Okay, just 20 minutes. Alright. Let's see if I can take this first boss. Oh, these freaking wolves. I need to get through there. But I also opened up a shortcut, didn't I? Oh, but I can't get to it through here, I don't guess. No. Actually, I can't remember how I get to it, to be honest with you. So we're just gonna try to deal with these guys. There you go, come on. Just need one of them. But he's still damaged from earlier. Hang on. Alright. There's one down. Yeah, you're not so tough by yourself. Ow. Yeah, yeah. Come on. There we go. Yep. Yeah, the saw weapons, they deal loads of damage to those guys, so love having that. But I also like having the axe, so I don't know. Variety is just, that's just the most fun way to play, in my opinion. I say that. I plan on maining kind of like a sword weapon for the game, and I'll probably mostly stick to that once I get it, so. Somehow that missed me. Ooh, that's like his worst attack. Ah! Stop doing that one thing. There we go. Just let me parry you. Just let it happen. There we go. Now, either of these weapons work very nicely on this boss. I'm also going to equip oil urns and Molotov cocktails that the game has been giving me. And that should do it. Now I just gotta play well. Y'all ready for a really good boss theme? Here it comes. Oh, this boss theme is so good. Alright. see if I can hit him with an oil urn. There we go. Now switch to... I didn't mean to do that. Switch to Molotov, and there you go. And then we can do some critical damage. Oh, he got me. Let me go. Ow. Missed him. Oil urns, got one more. Whoa! Doesn't he kind of remind you of Manus from Dark Souls 1? And this is the first boss. He's not nearly as hard as Manus though. Well, gotta get the critical, but I missed. You jerk. Well, he was just going batshit crazy. There's blood just flying everywhere. And that is the first boss of the game. And he's actually optional. He's the first boss you can encounter, but not the first mandatory boss. But we unlocked another lamp, and if you look in the top right, I went from 0 insight to 1 when he first appeared, and then to 4 upon killing him. Let's see, can't do anything with these. So with all these blood echoes, let's light up this lamp, and we're going to go back to the Hunter's Dream. And the doll has awoken.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you, to embolden your sickly spirit.
So, if you do decide to level up with your blood echoes immediately,
let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
I'm almost certain that the same voice actress for the doll is the one from Demon Souls that voices the, I can't remember what she's called now, but the lady who levels you up. But if you're going to level up, put it all into vitality. You want to level up health first and foremost, but I'm going to use my blood echoes for a different purpose.
Did you speak with Gehrman?
No.
He was a hunter long, long ago, but now serves only to advise them. He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he stays here, in this dream. Such is his purpose. Ah, the little ones. inhabitants of the dream. They find hunters like yourself, worship and serve them.
Those guys
Speak
down there.
words they do not. But still, aren't they sweet? Ah, they speak. Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Alright. So, accept this gift. Consume insight and ring the beckoning bell to enlist the cooperation of hunters from other worlds. Online co-op items. And what else? Consume insight and ring the old hunter bell to enlist the cooperation of old hunters. Old hunter bell. So this is open. And this is Gehrman.
Aha! You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gehrman, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, he ain't lying.
This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the dog, should it please you.
Now, I know how that last line kind of sounded, but just don't go there. Like, no.
This was once a you'll even the dog, should
Oh,
it
I just
please you.
accidentally gestured. Okay. So anywho, you can come over here to the workshop bench. This is where you can upgrade your weapons and repair them. Let's see, I have 11 bloodstone shards, so I'll go ahead and just upgrade that twice. And the axe once. There we go. Over here, we don't have the tool for this yet, but this is where we'll be able to equip runes on our character, which is kind of like rings. They give you attributes and stuff. This area around the back of Hunter's Dream. Eventually there will be little messengers in there, and I can't remember what they do. I think you just give them items, little hats to put on and things. So, let's see. With the rest of my blood echoes, how many blood vials can I buy? 66? Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, it's a good start. Buy some pebbles. This is an item you can get that will kind of let you take a shortcut through the area around the cathedral ward. I've never actually used it or bought it, but it's there. But I plan to just go the regular route. A cloth emblem that belonged to the captain of the church hunters long ago opens the main gate that leads to the round plaza of the great cathedral. The main gate is shut tight on nights of the hunt, and could only be opened from the other side with this emblem. In other words, the captain's return and this emblem determined the end of the hunt. Let's see. Let me go to my inventory. There we go. The sword hunter badge that we got from killing the cleric beast. One of the badges crafted by the healing church. The silver sword is a symbol of a church hunter. Ludwig was the first of many healing church hunters to come, many of whom were clerics, as it was clerics transformed into the most hideous beasts. case in point. Old Hunter Bell. One of the resonating bells that cross the gaps of worlds. This bell is cracked and stained with the blood of beasts. A human must expend insight to ring this uncanny bell. The old hunters, who have long passed from the dream but cannot forget the feeling of the hunt, rely upon messengers to relay their thoughts. Ring the bell at their side, and they are certain to give a listen, for the night of the hunt is long and unchanging. Let's see. Let's read the tiny music box. A small music box received from a young Yarnum girl plays a song shared by her mother and father. Inside the lid is a small scrap of paper, perhaps an old message. 2 names can be made out, however faintly: Viola and Gascoigne. Let's see. We've got the beckoning bell. It's all like co-op stuff. Silencing blank lets you cancel co-op. Let's read the Huntress mark. Dangling upside down rune etched in one's mind. Symbol of a hunter. By focusing one's thoughts on this rune, a hunter loses all blood echoes but awakens afresh, as if it were all just a bad dream. So it's kind of like the dark sign from Dark Souls. But if you've ever read the manga for Berserk or watched the anime, which these Souls games and Miyazaki himself are heavily influenced by, that rune right there, oh yeah, that is straight out of Berserk. Alright, what else we got that's... Let me read the description of one of these weapons I can buy. I probably won't buy it, but it's there if you want it. Kirk Hammer. A trick weapon typically used by healing church hunters. On the one side, an easily handled silver sword. On the other, a giant, obtuse stone weapon, characterized by a blunt strike and extreme force of impact. The church takes a heavy-handed, merciless stance toward the plague of beasts, an irony not lost upon the wielders of this most symbolic weapon. So you get like a sword and a big hammer, but that's not the sword I plan on using. We can get the repeating pistol. A repeating pistol typically used by healing church hunters, crafted with mostly metal parts and exhibiting a complex design. The repeating pistol fires 2 shots at once, making it a ravenous consumer of quicksilver bullets. Should be used sparingly compared to its workshop counterpart, as the trump card in one's arsenal. Yeah, if you're running a Blood Tinge build, I mean, that could work pretty well, I guess. You get a separate Yarnum Hunter set that you can buy. It's stat-wise, it's exactly the same as the one you pick up. It just looks a little different. So other than that, here's your bottomless box where all of your extra items can go. So yeah, that's the hunter's dream. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this part. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hello, Gehrman. I'll see y'all soon with more Bloodborne. Till then, I'll get it. Until then, y'all take care.